All right, now we've covered things like planetary infiltration of a industrial level species. It's time to go for something a little bit more further down the line. Let's do something a bit more advanced. Let us, for this particular video, uplift a species. We got ourselves a species here, and Vega 2, they've managed to pick themselves up their evolutionary chain a couple 100,000 years ago. However, we have noticed potential for the species, and that we should uplift them. Now, right now, they are natural intellectuals, and they have got an Arctic preference, which is perfectly fine. They got more than enough Arctic planets in our galaxy for them to cover. However, the natural intellectual thing is rather interesting. The society output right now is a little bit on the low side. Of course, physics could be a little bit better as well. But let's take a look at this species and see if we can actually uplift them. This is very similar to the process for when it comes to creating a new species through genetic engineering. As I quickly need to go down the list to find them. Where are you guys? There you are. So here we are. The boss Puktoks is apparently their name. They're currently reptilians. They've got natural intellectuals, and they have an Arctic preference. There's 4 pops of them, and they've got 3 genetic points remaining. So how are we going to change this? Well, we're going to uplift them. First, again, like in the genetic engineering tutorial, we select the world they're on. We have what they already need in terms of their first trait. They have their Arctic preference, and let's add a couple of things to make them a bit more interesting. So we could make them into our researchers. So let's make them into natural physicists. I think that's a good first step. And then we have 2 more points remaining. Adaptive, that's not really important. Talented, leader experience, I don't want them as leaders. Let's take a look here. Industrious could be interesting. There we go. Intelligent. So we can actually get them to get even more output out of our research. It will cost us 850 points in our society research, as is normal for any sort of genetic engineering. Let's hit the uplift button, and we get a situation log updated. So we get our uplift here. There we go. Uplift the species. These are the traits we're adding. We are. It's going to take us 2 months. It's going to take us 850 points. Let's research it. We already have a science ship in orbit. All we got to do is right-click the little special project button, hit research, and off we go. This is going to take about 2 months. As you can see, the science ship is pulsing its way through, making sure that everything is going fine in there. And now we just wait until this is done. This is actually going quite quick. Again, it's only a couple of pops that we need to do. It's only 1 month away, so it's going just fine. Uplift successful. The boss Patoks have risen from the icy plains of Vega 2, have achieved sentience with Terran help. They have joined our colony on the native planet of Vega 2 as productive members of the Institute Society. Perfect. Now we get to the next stage of the uplift area. Right now, we have the problem that they currently don't have any society traits attached to them. This is their new list, by the way, and their skills. And there it is, the first event. A rocky start. Integration of the boss Pactus who we've uplifted is going to be more smoothly than expected, but not as smoothly as we had hoped. Despite our efforts of the soft shape of their physiology, the boss Pactus still occasionally struggle with the way we do things in the Institute, which is fine. Let's quickly grab some research here. Strike craft for my carriers. They're currently starving on that planet, which is fairly standard because they obviously don't have any food factories there. There we go. Stranger danger. According to reports, newly uplifted Bus Pactus citizens on Vega 2 grow anxious as their Terran teachers bring up the likelihood of contact with yet unknown entities from the far reaches of space. Any of these options will move their ethics in a certain direction, so we can just let them be, or we can bring them into the direction of xenophiliacs or xenophobics. Let's make them xenophobic. Let's make them fear the unknown. And there will be another one of these events shortly, just so that we can fill out the ethics. But every species get 2 ethics. The species itself, they're currently going through some starvation. That's a bit of a shame, but it's nothing that we cannot help. Okay, there we are. Yeah, this guy he seems to be hungry. Let's give them some food here. A statistically significant group of the best practice citizens appear to be unsatisfied with our teaching on the nature of the cosmos. An unknown individual or group among them is circulating some spurious codex that attaches undue importance to the best practice, and they're uplifting by the Institute. We can make them this basically means that we can make them spiritualistic or materialistic. Considering materialism is part of our culture, I think we should set them straight, and that right there will finish up the uplifting process. It's very simple. We go back towards our we go back towards our species list, and there they are. They are reptilian. These are their traits. They are also with a special modifier called uplifted. This species was uplifted from a primitive origin, and its members are happier living on planets belonging to their benefactor, which is great. And there's only 4 pops of them. And that right there will wrap up the uplifting process, as it's very simple. It could be a little bit more in-depth over time. But yeah, there it is. Uplifting in all the glory that it is. Be sure to check in some more videos, as we're going to be rolling those out over the next few days. As Stellaris comes out in a couple of hours, unless you're watching this video later on, then it's probably already out. However, if you find yourself an alien species, all you got to do, get in orbit, hit the uplift button, and then run a science ship towards it. And remember, you need to get your genetic engineering technology first. Thank you for watching, and until next time.